Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus, and we are dipping down into the Bronze League. Yeah, that's right. Bronzing it up here with TEG Fighter. I don't really know what TEG stands for, if that's like a clan tag or something. Whatever the case may be, welcome to NuubCast TEG Fighter. And his opponent, GRNS Jiminy, another clan tag, greens. Goopy, runny, nasally snot. GRNS? No, I'm sure that's not it. And whatever the case may be, both of these players, first time on NuubCast, so welcome to the world of the noob. And we will have the noobiness on display in this cast, no doubt, here on Metalopolis. And I will take this opportunity to relay my hopes for this game. It is my hope that this bronze play will be evidence of my grand philosophy and the reason why NuubCast even exists, and that is the fact that I believe that good games, and I don't mean good play, I mean good games, I mean entertaining games, I mean fun games, can happen at any level. As we see the probe immediately scanning this close position right away, or even before the first barracks goes down. Oh, interesting, Gemini dropping the two supply depot opening. two depot before racks opening. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fact of the matter, this is indeed the Bronze League. And Gemini going to chase down Fighter's probes as we see his cyber core out, one gas down. And Gemini going to come over here and get his scout on, see what's going on, say, hey, yes, my opponent is Protoss, and he's over here. And that's pretty much, I'm guessing, all that these guys are reading from what the other player is doing. Because let's face it, scouting, not a huge priority in Bronze. As a matter of fact, neither is making SCVs, which Gemini is not doing any of. And neither is mining gas, which Gemini is not doing any of. So he is getting an orbital command, which it took him a very long time to have enough gas for, because, wait, does it cost gas? I don't even remember if it costs gas. I think it does. I can't believe I don't know that. But he's finally getting a second person in the gas, a second SCV. It's either 150 minerals straight up, or is there gas involved? I don't remember. Whatever the case, whatever the case. No, I don't think there is gas involved. I think it's just 150 minerals. Wow, feeling really idiotic right there. Second gateway down for TEG Fighter. He's got his Zealot and his Stalker out. He could walk in with these two units and pretty much win if he wanted to. Gemini not doing well. Finally got a third SCV on the gas and kicking it up, getting a second gas. And a sentry out for Fighter. Fighter well ahead in supply right now. Both gases pumping. Curious as to what the he is supply blocked, however, so he's not going to be making anything else as his gateway tech is about to finish. We have stem beginning for Gemini. And a third barracks going down. So I wonder if we're going to see 3 racks push here. This SCV still running around scouting, though he has already found his opponent's base. Just wants to make sure that there aren't any shenanigans happening the rest of the map. So far, I think you'll agree that this game has lived up to the billing of interesting and fun and exciting games happening at all levels. Yes, you Bronzies, you can be proud of the fact that Gemini is once again only has one guy on gas. Oh boy. You know, but I gotta say, the 4-gate Robo is looking pretty good over here for Fighter. You know, it's not too bad. He's warping in some units. He's to their credit, both players are keeping their money down relatively well. And perhaps this is part of Gemini's strategy. He just doesn't want to put too many guys on gas because he doesn't want to get too much gas saved up, which is a completely legit reason for only having one guy in gas. Although in one base, I can't imagine a situation where that would be true. So always want to remember to check your geysers. I check my geysers probably 2 or 3 times in the early game just to make sure that I've got the correct number of workers mining from them. And a tiny move out here. 3 Marauders, couple Marines. Stim is just about to finish. Curious if he's actually going to try and stim these units and try and put pressure as just a much bigger force over here by Fighter. No stim getting dropped by Gemini, and not going to stim and run away. He's going to run away with his 1 Marauder, and he shall live to fight another day. All of these barracks were rallied to this bunker. It would be a very tight fit to get all those units in there. Just fix that rally point as I was saying it. No eBay down, but no upgrades. Ghost Academy going down for Gemini now, looking to get some ghosts, looking to get that EMP, that oh so helpful EMP against Protoss Gateway units, making them oh so soft and chewy. And the Observer coming out for Fighter. Look at this oversaturation. This is a bronze player who will likely not be there for long. And perhaps he may be looking at a promotion as soon as tomorrow, or as soon as today, whenever, I think it's today, that the Season 3 is starting. Perhaps Fighter's looking at a boost to silver. His macro is pretty good, as opposed to his opponent who, well, it's not, yeah, he kind of stopped making SCVs, as you can see. And he's just relying on mules, which you can do as Terran and hang in with the game. If we look at income, oh, you saw the Observer and died. If we look at the income, we see Fighter with ridiculously more harvesters than his opponent, and yet, with the mule out, their income is pretty darn close to being even as far as minerals are concerned. Of course, there is a disparity in gas, probably due at least to the fact that there is only one guy mining gas from that refinery. Yes, it is true. Ooh, 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 I love bronze. And Fighter massing up himself a significant army. This is so one-sided, this game. This is, like, unfair. And it shouldn't really be surprising, because I think of all the leagues, the talent disparity is widest in bronze. Because you have such a... first of all, it's the most players. There's more players in bronze than in any other league. I think it consists of... well, I don't remember. It's a lot. It's not 40%, but it might be 30%. It's a lot of players. All the players are in Bronze League. And granted, there's a lot of casual players, there's a lot of inactive players, and therefore you're going to have serious parity. Not parity, that's the exact word. Disparity is the word I was looking for. The exact opposite of parity. Parity is what you have in the NFL. Disparity is what you have in the Bronze Leagues, where one player might be pretty good on the verge. Look at, even his natural is nearly oversaturated. He's got guys coming around, not really mining super efficiently. You see a lot of probes shifting around. He could probably take 3 guys out of there and put them, start a third somewhere, and get mining some more. But I think if we look, he's probably still making probes. He is. He's still making probes. The Protoss player has not stopped making probes. And look, and now he's getting up his gateway units. Now, as a result, his money's getting a little high. but not ridiculously high and not terribly high. Now he's going to walk in here and he should just straight up demolish this guy. That's my guess. Is what's about to happen, because this force, I mean, he's just crushing him. If we look at the army tab here, yeah. What if I do control? Oh, this is probably the worst time to do control A. Yeah, he's just gonna walk in here and he's just gonna crush everything. And not the best force fields, but that's okay. But he's got so many gateway units. Good job by the Terran player to focus down the Colossus and basically run away. Now he's going to lose this command center unless he lifts it off. It doesn't even matter at this point. We do have a tank in the back doing a good job, doing some serious damage to these stalkers. Nice force field on the ram, double force field on the ram, going to keep those reinforcements from coming out. The definitely lost that orbital, and now TEG Fighter has this game well in hand, and Gemini is thinking, holy crap, how could I have done better? And obviously he needed to make a lot more units. He didn't have enough economy, and this is one of those situations where you see it coming to bite you in the pants. And basically, I mean, there's got to be a GG coming soon. This force is just so big. And this is something else that happens in the lower leagues. You don't necessarily have the game sense to understand that, A, the game is over and it's time to throw in the towel. But yeah, very one-sided game, not the most exciting of games. Let this be, though, every day when I play at this time, the only thing anyone does is mass rush. Gemini, we are 17 minutes into the game. What do you expect to happen, bro? It's either a 1-base rush or a 2-base rush. He didn't rush, dude. There's no rush here. This is the other thing that happens in lower leagues. When you lose, you think it's because you got cheesed. And, no, Gemini. It's you played. I mean, you played poorly. There's really not much else to talk about. Anyway, so this is not a good example of the kind of games I want to see. This was very one-sided. But I'm gonna post it anyway. Normally I wouldn't post this game. But I want to show you lower leaguers, bronze leaguers. One-sided game like this is not fun. It's not fun really to watch. There's not a whole lot to talk about. And if there's no back and forth, then I will have to play evenings when the good players are online. It's so silly. So silly. And just because you lose bronzies, it doesn't mean that the other player is bad. It's probably you. I mean, we all feel that way when we lose, I'm sure. We all feel that way. Anyway, thank you to TEG Fighter. I'm assuming this is your replay, because not many players are going to get creamed like that and then send me the replay. So I'm guessing that was Fighter's game. But this is an example of a game to not send in. And does not show forth my philosophy at any, at all. At all. We want to see good games, we want to see good matchups, exciting back and forth, lots of battles, things we can talk about. It was fun, though, to see a bronze player who has nice macro, you know, constantly making probes the entire game. And, I mean, maybe not non-stop, but just very good. Money got high at the end, obviously, because the game was over, didn't need to make anything. But, yeah, all right, we'll take it. We'll take it for now. But next time, I expect better. Bronze players, only send me good games. Only send me good games. Oh, speaking of, if you would be interested, I don't know logistically how I'm going to work it out, but a couple people have suggested it, and I'm leaning towards starting to do this because I just really can't. I'm not able to trust the quality of games, and lately I feel like the casts that I'm sending out are just kind of subpar, and I think part of it has to do with the games I'm getting, because I am cold casting everything that you guys send in, and more than one person has suggested that I have people screen my game. So if you are a high level player, by high level I mean at least a diamond player, and you would be willing to screen some replays for me before I cast them, so that I haven't seen them but you have, and you can say this is a good matchup, send me an email, NuubCasters@gmail.com, and I'll send some replays for you to look at. Perhaps. I haven't completely made up my mind, but please, not everybody. Don't everybody write. If you're interested, send me an email. All right, this has gone on way too long. I'll talk more later. Peace. Keep climbing that ladder.